Hi friends, in this video we are going to share some idea about the food pipe or the esophagus and the stomach part. In the previous video we discussed about how the food get digested in the buccal cavity using enzymes produced in the saliva. When the action of the saliva is done, it will be going, when we swallow the food, it will be reaching our throat, and from throat it will be entering the food pipe or what we call esophagus, and that esophagus will be reaching the stomach. But before reaching the esophagus, we know that we are breathing through our nostrils or nose, and this air will be going to the lungs through windpipe. There is another pipe called windpipe, and through that windpipe air will be reaching our lungs. So there is a common passage of both windpipe and food pipe. There is a common passage, common way, common channel is there for both windpipe and this esophagus or food pipe. But the food that we are eating is not going through the windpipe. It is going through the food pipe. Why? Because there is a wall, there is a door which closes when the food enters there. When the food reaches there, it automatically closes. The wall, the door that closes when the food reaches there, and our food will be going through the esophagus. But sometimes when you are having your food in a faster way, or you are laughing, or you are talking while you are having food, hiccups comes. This happens when this food enters the windpipe. When food enters the windpipe, there will be a disturbance created in the passage of air, and that produces hiccups. Okay, now we move on to our topic, that is food pipe or esophagus. From the buccal cavity, it reaches the esophagus, that is the second part of the alimentary canal or the digestive tract. From the esophagus, it reaches the stomach. Okay, how it reaches the stomach? There is a particular movement of the esophagus. Food pipe will be moving in a particular style. It will be moving in a particular fashion. So due to that movement, the food will be going down. It will be moving down. So what makes the food to move? The movement of the esophagus. The movement will be the esophagus will be moving in a particular way, and it takes the food down to the stomach. Okay, so in this picture you can see this is the esophagus. You can see, and this esophagus or food pipe reaches the stomach, where it enters the stomach. So this food, so you can see the food is coming from here. Due to the movement of the alimentary canal, the food reaches here. Okay, now it is going to enter the stomach, that is the third part of our alimentary canal or digestive tract. Okay, next, the stomach. When from the esophagus, when the food reaches the stomach, sometimes it will not accept the food. Due to so many reasons, it will not accept the food sometimes. At that time, you will be feeling vomiting. You might have experienced this so many times, isn't it? While we are having food, we will not be having, just like we will be feeling that, oh, I don't like it, and at the same time, you will be vomiting also. So that is when the stomach is not accepting the food. So the stomach is not welcoming the food. The stomach is not ready to take up the food. At that time, it will be vomited out. Okay, now we are going to study the structure of the stomach. Stomach, you can see it's a thick walled bag. You can see the figure, and that is clear that it is just like a thick walled bag like structure, just like we write U, the letter U. It's a U-shaped organ, internal organ. It's a U-shaped, flattened also. It is a widened, flattened structure. It is the most flattened or widest, the widest structure of the alimentary canal, most widest. The most widest structure of the alimentary canal is the stomach. It is in the shape of letter U, flatten U, just like beating the U and making it flatten U. Okay. And it receives the food from the food pipe at the one end and opens into the small intestine at the other end. So from the esophagus, food will be coming to the stomach. From the stomach, it will be going to the small intestine. That is the next step, small intestine. So what happens when the food reaches the stomach? When the food reaches the stomach will be having an inner lining. The wall of the stomach will be having an inner lining. Here it will be having an inner lining, and this inner lining will produce mucus. It will be producing mucus, and at the same time hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid it will be producing, and digestive juices. It will also produce digestive juices. So all the three things, mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices, has different functions, and it makes the digestion of nutrients possible. So what is the function of mucus? Let's study what is the function of mucus. We already told that mucus will be produced in this inner lining, inner wall, inner lining of the stomach. And this mucus, you know that what is mucus? It will be having a slippery, jelly like thing, a slippery, when we touch it, it slips. So this mucus or mucinaceous substance will be protecting the wall. So its function is to protect. Mucus function is to protect the inner wall. It will be protecting the inner wall, and the hydrochloric acid will be killing the bacteria of the food. Okay, the mucus protect the inner wall and the hydrochloric acid kill the bacteria of the food, and at the same time, along with the digestion, food makes the medium in the stomach acidic. For digestion, it makes the medium acidic. So hydrochloric acid, what was the function of mucus? Mucus will be protecting the inner layer, whereas hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria present in the food that we eat, and at the same time it provides an acidic medium. It provides an acidic medium. That's why when you did not have your breakfast at particular time, you will be having acidity at any food, breakfast, lunch or any food at particular time. You will be having acidity. You will be having a sort of burning sensation in your stomach. That is due to the acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay, next one is digestive juices. Of course, you know that the function of digestive juices is to break down the nutrients, to help the digestion. That is the function of digestive juices. So in stomach, proteins, what kind of nutrients will get digested in the stomach? Proteins. Proteins will get digested in the stomach to amino acids. So digestion of proteins takes place in stomach, and digestion of proteins into simpler substances. That simpler substances are known as amino acids. Amino acids, that they are the simplest substances by which proteins are made up of. Proteins are made up of amino acids. So from stomach, due to the function of digestive juices, proteins will be break down into simpler form called amino acids. So amino acids, proteins will be break down into amino acids. Okay. So once again we will be discussing the stomach. Stomach, there is an inner lining in which mucus will be produced, hydrochloric acid will be produced, digestive juices will be produced. Mucus, what is the function of mucus? To protect the inner layer or the surface of the surface wall of the stomach. Because hydrochloric acid is produced, digestive juices are produced, it will what happens to the wall of the stomach if mucus is not there? It will digest its own wall. The hydrochloric acid will be eating the wall itself, will be destroying the wall of the stomach itself, in order to prevent that this jelly like the mucus is present in the inner wall of the stomach. understood the importance of inner wall of mucus. Mucus will be creating a jelly like atmosphere, and it protect the wall. If it is not the acid and digestive juices, their action will destroy the wall itself, the stomach itself. So stomach, actually this wall is protected by mucus. Okay, next one, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid has got two functions. One is to kill the bacteria of the food that we eat. The second one, it provides an acidic medium for digestion. Okay, next, digestive juices. The function of digestive juices is helping in digestion, that is break down the food into proteins, especially protein into amino acids, protein into simpler forms called amino acids. Okay, next, okay, the small intestine and the large intestine we will be discussing in the next video. Hope you understood this video. So do subscribe to my channel, and I need your comments also. Thank you.